Welcome back to the channel. We are in progress of a delivery. I forgot to record. I was so excited about getting this delivery. We are doing a Volvo rock bucket, one of the Volvo heavy haul things. So we are going to haul this from Cheyenne, Wyoming to Ontario, Oregon. Now we're just pulling out of the yard right now. If you want, I can give you a quick view of the rig. Go back into photo mode. And look at that. We got the beacon lights. We got the whole 9 yards. And while we're at it, why don't we just capture another screenshot? We're going to jump right into this. We are legit now. Legit craziness here. So let's get at it. I think this is a 800-mile run. The majority of it's going to be at night because we're at that point now where it's starting to get dark. And this is a big-ass delivery for us. There was another one that was 1,200 miles, and I was kind of like, I could do that. That's one of those that's going to take a long time to do. And I think that one's a sketchy one, if I remember right. I've seen somebody else do that particular run. It's more pocket money, for sure. But you're also looking at a lot of more headache to deal with as well. Let's get our lights on. I made sure I went through the settings because I wanted to make sure that we were going to be everything up to par here, because I wanted to be able to know what the beacon key was so we could have the strobe lights going, so we are truly running it legit. So we got the beacons going, so people will be well aware of our presence on the highways. So hopefully when I've got to do some sketchy ass turns and stuff, I will have people not getting in my way when I've got to make a wide turn or something, which seems to happen quite a lot. Yep, made that one flawlessly. I am planning on getting a wheel for this rig. It'll be a heck of a lot easier to back the vehicle trailer in. That's why I don't do a lot of that. It's just too hard to do on a controller. So I would like to eventually get a wheel. I'm not gonna get a Jeff Favignano $1,000 wheel thing, but I could do a $300 wheel thing. That TR or T248 Thrustmaster he was testing out the other day looks like something I might be interested in at some point, but I don't know. We got to win the lottery or something. I don't see us winning the lottery, so we're probably shit out of luck. Anyway, we're moving right along. I don't know if you're going to notice or not, but I did get rid of the little box thing that was down to the lower right. I got rid of that because I don't know, it's just one more busy thing on this thing. It just, to me, it was kind of in the way. Yeah, it lets you know how many miles you have, but I just like the GPS that's in the truck itself. The GPS that's in the truck, you can see to the lower semi-middle right, that has the speedometer. It has everything that you need, you know, so it doesn't have the speedometer, but you know, it has your speed limit on there that you're supposed to go. And just above the steering wheel, you got the speedometer right there. So you got everything you need right there. You really don't need that. The only time you need that is when you're going, you know, for crash offenses, red light things, and things like that. So it'll pop up when things like that happen, but you don't need it there all the time. I think that's my main point. But anyway, we're cruising right along, pulling this big old Volvo thing, and I'm not sure what our ETA is. That I think that's even better. You're really not knowing. Better off. Just gonna keep on trucking. I know we were at 3/4 of a tank, so we're good for fuel for a bit. When we find a good proper trucking station that we can pull in, then we'll fill up. Hopefully that won't be forever. We're gonna get around this Yahoo since he's driving like he's driving Miss Daisy or something. Gotta love the strobe lights. You can see them in that other rig as we're going by. Yeah, I'm thinking about changing up how I label my videos so they'll get more views when people search. So one of the things I'm going to try out, especially with this video, it's probably going to be shortened. It's not going to, I probably won't be American Truck Simulator. It'll be ATS episode whatever, and then I'm going to highlight, like, okay, is this a Volvo delivery or a heavy haul Volvo, something that nature, so if people wanted to see, it would pop up in their search function a little quicker. I think the reason why some of my videos don't get a lot of views is just how I package them. I'm still going to do episodic videos and stuff, but I want to make sure that when people search for American Truck or ETS, ATS, all of that stuff, my stuff will pop up in the, you know, in that top 5 or whatever, right? I don't know, top whatever. It'll pop up eventually. And how I label them is, you know, going to be crucial. Because if I just put in the heading, it's episode 70 whatever, I think this would be 72 or 73, I don't know. Well, that doesn't tell anybody anything. Now, if you put in the title that we're doing a long haul of a Volvo, one of the long haul Volvo ones for heavy cargo, that'll pop up real quick for people. But just an episodic title is just not helping. I want the channel to grow, and it's not growing at all because they get views. Don't get me wrong, but we're not getting any subscribers, and I think people will be more inclined to go here if the titles were a little different. So we'll try that out going forth. And they'll still be listed in the episodic playlist that I have. I'll still throw them in there. I think they'll just be different. They'll be labeled differently just to attract people more to it. That's all. Nothing too complicated. But we're going 66 on this highway, whatever it is. He has to slow down because that other rig had to slow down in the lane that you shouldn't be slowing down in. But they are trucks, so I guess they kind of have to slow down a little bit, but I think they're a little too extreme. Yeah, sometimes it makes me, drives me crazy, okay? When I'm coming along here going 60, 70, and out of the blue they just are going slow. I just don't get that. I really don't. We're supposed to be in the passing lane and we're going 50s. Yeah, I think my next videos are going to be the Volvo out of Cheyenne. I'm going to try to do that. So they'll be a little different where I constantly well, they had an update, so they kind of just threw me back at Yuma, my main place I started at way back 80 bloody hours ago playing this game, and I was like, well, that's perplexing. I would like to be, you know, Utah, Wyoming area or Colorado area or something like that, so I'm not too far from where those heavy haul loads are. So I decided, you know what, we're just gonna fast travel to Wyoming, to Cheyenne. I'm gonna find the where the Volvo deliveries are, and we're gonna do those one at a time. We got this one done today. Maybe tomorrow I might do the next episode. Oh, excuse me. Next episode we'll do the other one, and then they'll be labeled differently so people will know these are the Volvo heavy haul ones. And chances are, even if it's a 1,200 mile run, I'm going to put it all in one episode. You know, I'm not going to. Those are ones that I think people are going to look for when they look at American Truck. You know, when they want to look at the heavy haul ones. That is, they're going to search for those, and it's better to have them all in one episode. But anyway, we're trucking right along pretty good. It's in the middle of the night. I think we're about half a tank of fuel from what I can see down the... I can always bring that box, it's just F3 is what brings it back from what I understand. I can hide it, bring it back, whatever. I just don't want it constantly being there. I'm liking the strobe light because it is keeping people from being too close to me, which is really good. But doesn't mean much when the traffic is stupid. Yeah, and they're paying absolutely zero attention to me when it comes to this particular situation. Is this a detour completely, or... Apparently, we've got a detour, but there's also a filling station down there. It sound like on Mayberry or something like that. But we're gonna hit that filling station up. We're gonna fill up right there since we need it, or we're gonna need it. I think we're fine, but we don't know when the next time will be all right or not. Wasn't sure if this was the way I'm supposed to come in or not, but we need fuel, and I'm guessing I came in the wrong way. Yeah, and I'm not supposed to be driving over that doofy thing. We're having a really good start. But that's the norm for us. We were kind of a bit of a screw up sometimes. All right, so we are. Where the hell are we? Oh, you got to hit E. Yeah, we're about a half a tank. I was reading it right. Yeah, that's what we're delivering. It's a big scoop for the Volvo thing. Yeah, we're going to try to make sure we go the correct way and actually look a little bit. I can't guarantee anything. Yeah, we did all right on that one. Jeez, they don't give a crap about me, apparently. He just flew out of that spot like he owned it. All right, we're going to jump back up on this interstate that we were roadblocked from. Trailer's following perfectly. There we go. We got 600 miles remaining. So we got a bit to go. Yeah, this one is probably going to be around an hour or so, possibly, this episode, all said and done. Oh, I thought I got rid of it. I'm hoping this was not the one with the twisty dang roads. I remember that one. And if we're in those twisty dang roads, I'm hoping they're going to be in the daytime as opposed to at night or something crazy like that. Because I have a hard time with the night driving anyway, whether it's game or in life. I do it if I have to, obviously. But, I mean, I'm doing this right here, but you know what I mean. It adds to the craziness. Yeah, eventually, I think when we pass all these yahoos that are driving ultra slow here, they're doing all right. I mean, I'm going 70. It just seems a bit, you know, crazy when I'm doing 70 and I'm passing these people like they're standing still practically. And I'm not going over the speed limit or nothing. And the speed limit's 75 and 80 in some spots. Yeah, I was going through the did a printout of all of the button layout, key layout for the everything, so I'm more familiar with some of the other things that you don't hit as often. You know, the beacon and things of that nature. Hell, even the high beams. You can do high beams, which I never realized. But man, they're handy. I'll tell you that. But never knew where the high beams were. I could have looked many times, but looking in, like, it was better to look and then also do a little cheat sheet printout kind of thing, and that kind of helped a little bit too. Yeah, no more crews here because they dropped the speed back down to 65, so we would have been over it. We're gonna have to get around this dude. Because now it's up to 80 and this guy's just like, really? You can't be one of them sightseeing buses because there's no sights to be seen in the middle of the night. Just saying. Yeah, eventually we're going to try to get the cruise control back in. It's a little easier to function. I can hit other keys while I'm at it too. So I think we're gonna, whoa, we're not gonna set it at 82. Hell no. Maybe if I put my high beams on, this guy will get the hell out of the way. Making it worse. I don't know, I hate that when these guys do a tandem thing here. You got one guy camped in the right and you got one guy camped in the left, and it's like you can't get around any of them. He's now pulling away finally, but you think the freaking high beams on his butt would change things. Now he's in the right lane. I should be in the right lane too, but everybody's slower than me apparently. I know I kind of speed a little bit, but geez, I'm trying to keep it somewhat legit. Yeah, when I... Okay, yeah. Inspection. Yeah, somebody was saying in one of the comments of some of the videos I was looking at to, you know, get rid of the GPS routing little thingamajig that's there all the time, and I just want to take it out, put it back when I want it, kind of thing. They were like, "Oh yeah, pay attention to your way stations." I'm kind of like, it'll alert you when you have to pull into the way station. None of that stuff's ever changing. So I don't know where they got that idea from. But I mean, I can find out. You just hit F3, the thing comes back, it tells you how many miles you got remaining. We don't need a constant visual of that. I mean, if people prefer that, I can keep it up, but I think it's better, it's cleaner without it, personally. It's just my opinion. But and the other reason I say that too is because your truck has a GPS built right into the dashboard of the rig. So having, you know, the game one on the side, it's just a redundancy. It cleans up the screen a little bit. Most of the other channels I've seen that run ATS on YouTube are Euro as well. They don't have that on. I was the only fool that was running this game with that on there all the time. And I thought to myself, well, I need to figure out how to get rid of it. It was very simple. It was in front of me the whole time, but I just too busy creating videos and you know, just putting stuff out there that I just never took the time until I finally did. But I like it without it. I think it's better. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be somebody that's not going to like it, but it's not like it's the end of the world. Put it that way too. Try to get around these dang fools. I added flags on this too on the front. I don't know why they're not there. After this little soiree is finished, I'm going to go to a repair place and find out why it's not on there. Because I put the banner on the front. I'm going to run the banner pretty much all the time because I figured even if I'm not running an oversized load, there's an oversized person driving the rig, so it's a win-win. I can warn everybody, you know. Oh my gosh! I think this is merging into one lane or something. So we're booking it to get through that mess. No way I'm getting stuck behind these freaking slow-ass people. I think we're supposed to be in another lane over, but I'm not sure. We just did an inspection, didn't we? I'm a little confused. Are we supposed to pull into this inspection? I guess we are. I thought we just did one. Yeah, this is confusing. We just did one, like a minute ago. They're just a glutton for punishment, aren't they? They just want me to stop at all these frickin' things. Yeah, the other load for Volvo is like super long. This is the easier one of the two, and the less miles on it as well. The next one's going to be a long ass episode if I do that. It'll have to be one that I do on a weekend or something. when I don't have to worry about work the next day or whatever. Yeah, I'm thinking this is going to be a decent run. I know sometimes they're very tricky. This last one I watched of the other one, for him to drop the delivery off, he had to drive through a yard, around all these things, and back the rig in, and like, I don't know if I'm going to be doing that, because with a controller I can do some backing up with this thing, but it's just too hard to do. It really is. That's why a lot of times I skip it, because it's just too much of a headache to try to do with a controller. With the steering wheel, I can do a lot more, especially with a good, decent one, with a very good turning radius. And Thrustmaster and Logitech make really good ones, both of them. And their price points are like $300 for a good one with the pedals and everything. So we can toss aside the controller and just use the steering wheel for the ATS and ETS. And I think it'd be a lot funner experience too. Well, for you guys, it'll probably just be the same, unless I have a webcam focused on the steering wheel, but there are a lot of them that do that. I don't plan on doing that. I just think it'll be fun for me anyway. The game's fun the way it is right now, but steering wheel would add to it for sure and make it a little easier for certain things. But anyway, we're booking pretty good, decent here. 80 mile an hour speed limit, but they're just plugging away at whatever, 60 something, 50 something, I don't know. We're passing them up pretty easy, all I know. I'll pass these guys up when we get a straightaway. I'm going to get the cruise set, and then we'll check on our progress on the how far we are. Looks like it's getting daylight out too, which is nice. Alright, 77 we set it at. Speed limit's now 70. Oh, 290 miles to go. That's not too bad. We're doing alright. When is it going to be delivered? 9:40 in the morning, so we're doing alright. That's the way I think I want to run it from now on. I'll just check every so often. We turned sleep function off. We're looking a little more professional every so often. I can't say each day. It's a very slow process here. Because if this is all I did, that'd be one thing, but I work too, so this is my little hobby. Yeah, I think I should slow it down. I think 77 is a little bit pushing it. $66 ain't bad. Wow, they really got me, they got me pulling into every one of these now. I've never had that. That must be the new update. Maybe they're being crackheads here, because this is crazy. Usually I go to one way station and I'm good for a while. At least within that state, but Seems like every dang one of these they want me to hit. And why the hell this fool pull in here? If he's not pulling up to it, there's no point in even bothering. Hopefully they fix that up, because that's just nonsense. Whoa, I'm supposed to go the other way, I think. Didn't even realize the road wasn't there. That's just weird, but anyway, we made it. Didn't do any damage or anything, so I guess we're good. Let's wait for the next way station. It's probably gonna have to hit that one too. We're gonna be hitting every one of these some bitches. Not a bad run, but I'm glad we're at daylight now, so we don't have to worry about that. We're going to keep our lights on for a little bit longer. It's not fully up yet. It just seems like we're always running into something. Something always ends up hitting us eventually. If we can avoid that, that would be awesome. But not counting on it. That truck's going pretty fast, and I just passed up. So he was probably doing 70, the speed limit. Alright, we got her locked in at 70. See how long that'll last. Either a way station or some yahoo will get stuck behind them, or I don't know. Every time it seems like I set that, there's always something comes up. So it never seems to last. Yeah, I really like the looks of this. I'm glad that I made that change and got rid of that. So, looking around in the cab. Supposedly you can add like CBs and all kinds of stuff in here. I have not been able to find that yet. But the CB should be pretty much, even the newer ones should still have a radio in it. Apparently I've been to the one on the right, but not the one on the left, as far as the rest areas go. You can tell where you've been by the yellow on the map. The road turns yellow, you've been on it. If it's gray, that means you haven't been there yet. Yeah, the steering wheel I'm looking for or looking at, I don't think is even out yet. I think it comes out next month. If I get that, I believe it, get it through Amazon, and it says right on the thing that it will work with American Truck Simulator. Now I got a racing wheel, cheap ass one, and I tried to hook that up to it, will not work. And the steering is so, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but I don't think it would work. Even if it were to work, it wouldn't work right, I don't think. But yeah, I'm thinking about it, and I'll probably end up convincing myself either next month or the month after to get one. I just can't justify spending that kind of money right now. That's where it's at. But we'll see. I mean, yeah, not bad, not bad. 105 more miles. Oops, I forgot to hit the button to cancel that out. Yeah, this is a pretty decent run. The other one is a 1,200 mile journey, so that's not going to be something under an hour. This will probably be around an hour. It could be more than that, who knows. Yeah, I'm really keeping an eye on the GPS. I want to make sure I don't screw up and add extra miles on. I mean, it's a nice day, so what the hell, but I think we could serve ourselves better by getting the delivery done. It looks like I'm in the right place. The GPS doesn't exactly give you I don't know, a long view. You just get the little bit of what's coming. But we haven't explored shit on this area here. Yeah, there's some free mods. I don't know, I keep swearing off the mod thing, but I'm thinking about getting one for the GPS because I thought that was part of the game. It is not, however. Jesus. Or the GPS would talk and say we're, you know, what to do. It would help it a little bit, I think, in some regards, because it might let us know ahead of time before we're able to see it on the GPS where we're supposed to go. I don't know, we'll see and see if it actually works. I might try it. And there are some people that are so hardcore into this game. I mean, they'll buy sound mods and all of this stuff. I'm not that. I'm hardcore into it. I really love this game. It's one of the best games out there. But there's so many different mods that you can get. you know, you pick the wrong ones, you're screwed. I think we're very, very close to our destination here. I think it was Ontario, Oregon, I think is where we were supposed to have this delivery done. Not a bad run here. I'm actually pretty happy with it. And I think having the beacon lights up there help, because it tells the AI to stay the hell away from me. AI is in the traffic. And they still do crazy shit, don't get me wrong, but I think that was a big thing that was lacking when I've done some of these loads before. I didn't have the strobe lights on the rig, and that's just not proper. You're supposed to be... I never thought of it, to be honest, and thinking about it later on, I was like, you know, I should have a banner in the front. I should have strobe lights on the cab. I should have had all that stuff, and I'm like, next time we do a heavy haul, oversized load, we're gonna make sure we're set. So at least we're set for this and any runs going forward. The other ones in the past, they're not so legit, but it is what it is. That is probably why I've gotten into so much scrapes, you know, with having these really long trailers and needing to use the other side of the road. If I had the strobe lights on, the traffic probably would have let me do that in that instance. Yeah, this is definitely the easier one of the two for sure. The other one's a lot more money. That one we're going to do next. I'm not sure of next video, but it could possibly be. I might transport my ass back there and do that one. That's a tougher one for sure. Yeah, we are almost finished. It looks like we're going to take a right up here. Now, I'll be surprised. I'll be so surprised if we're able to get this delivered and it goes flawlessly. Now we took that the best we could. We really don't want to cross that yellow too much, but you know, it is what it is. See, some of these turns you have no choice, and that's why we got that big ass strobe light on the cab of the truck to warn people. That's what I got for stopping on the dang hill, but if you're being real legit, you always check the train. Make sure he ain't coming. Alright, let's see what they want us to do with this dang thing. We're going to play it safe because I don't have a steering wheel. I've been over that. This I don't mind. Yeah, right here. Yeah, this actually was a very fun run. I'm glad that we picked this one for sure. Next one we'll see. Nice, excellent. The Rock Bucket Volvo. 780 miles total. We made some serious money on that too. It was 36 grand, so that was cool. All right, so we are probably going to jump up and do the heavy cargo because we are kind of doing that now. Alrighty, that was awesome. I really enjoyed doing that. I hope you guys did as well. You know, like, subscribe, all of that stuff. We'll see you in the next one, and the next one's going to be a probably another Volvo heavy haul for sure. I really liked it. It was awesome. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.